This is going to be the week that the Green Bay Packers right the ship. This week, I feel it in my bones. I hope so. Let's get into it. What's good, everyone? Welcome to the Cold Cheese and Hot Bullets podcast, where we give you everything that's going on with the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so of course, let's go ahead and dive into it. Everyone pretty much knows that the Green Bay Packers did not make any moves before the end of the trade deadline. That was a given. That's what we do, pretty much, it's a build within the organization type of scheme. It has worked out throughout the years. I'm just not so certain this year. So, of course, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, hoping that the organization, Matt LaFleur, Joe Barry, hopefully they can get a scheme together, a package together that can help our guys be successful for the remainder of the season. All right, so this week we're going against the Detroit Lions. We're playing at Ford Field this week, which ironically, I know the record for the Detroit Lions is 1-6. But when you go back over this season, the Detroit Lions have played pretty well against some of the powerhouses in the league right now, even going back to the game against the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles barely beat the Detroit Lions. So, and I think not just the Eagles, but Minnesota had issues with them as well. So the Detroit Lions is a sneaky team that could beat you if you go in there with your guard down. Another thing I would like to add to that is at Ford Field, they put up over 100 points, I believe. I will have to go back and look exactly how much they put up. But at home, it's pretty much home field advantage for them. Like I said, over 100 points. But outside of Ford Field, they've only scored about 30 points over 4 games. So, yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this game is going to come out, how it's going to turn out. So in last week's video, I talked a little bit about how we were able to move the ball against the Buffalo Bills, which I was optimistic about. I felt like that was something that we needed to kick off this week's win. And yes, I'm speaking it into existence if you don't know. But all jokes aside, I think that's what we needed to see. Even Von Miller himself stated that he was a little shocked that the Green Bay Packers didn't throw the ball enough. But the one thing that we did do, the one thing we were successful with, was running the ball. So I was glad to see that Matt LaFleur stuck with that. And maybe that gave us a little bit of confidence that as we go into this week's game, that we're able to do the same thing. Because as we all know, we're going against a team who everything goes through their offensive line offensively. So Jamal Williams, the ex-Packer Jamal Williams, has 8 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns this season alone, which I believe ranks second in the NFL this season. So we have a tall task with this week's game, trying to hold the blazing Detroit Lions. Even though they're 1-6, like I stated before, let's not get fooled by the record this season. So it could be a sneak. It could be a sneaky win for them. So we can't go over there thinking that it's going to be all peaches and cream, because that's not what it's going to be. This is the NFL. So any given Sunday, anything can go down. So this is my key to our win tomorrow, to be exact, noon, right? The key to our success in this game is to stay focused and stick to the game plan, which should be a dose of A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. If it's not starting with that, then we probably need to go back to the drawing board, because everything needs to run through the backfield of the Green Bay Packers. That should also open up some of the RPOs. I'm not sure if Christian Watson is going to play. He's questionable. He was actually cleared, so there may be a slim chance that he plays. I'm still optimistic about what he's going to bring to the Packers. So if he's able to get out there and just get a couple of touches on the ball, I think that would be great. Of course, you got Romeo Doubs out there, and really, I'm intrigued to see if we can get Toure out there again, because in preseason, Toure was pretty good. I mean, he was actually our lead wide receiver in the preseason, and I'm pretty intrigued to know if he's going to have a lot more playing time this week due to the success he had this previous week against the Buffalo Bills. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, and I'm ready for the game tomorrow afternoon. Now, let me go ahead and say this as well before I get off of here. The next couple of weeks are going to be pretty difficult, I feel like, the Green Bay Packers. I think it's imperative that for this week that we go ahead and get this dub. Yes, I said it once again. Man, I'm going to keep saying that this week. It felt good coming off my tongue to get this win, right? So let's go ahead and get this dub. Go back home feeling confident about ourselves. Go in, Matt LaFleur can scheme up some things. Joe Barry can make some moves where he sees fit. And then we get ready for the Dallas Cowboys, who happens to be on a bye this week. And you all know that my partner and myself, we're going to be going at it this week. So stay tuned. Also, we have, after the Dallas Cowboys, I believe it's the Tennessee Titans. So that's going to be another run-heavy type of situation. So I'm excited to see how the next couple of weeks are going to come out. And, man, there's so much to talk about. Oh, another thing. This week, stay on the lookout. We're going to have our first official show that comes out this week, of course. What better week to have it going on with my partner and I, Prince Cowboy, where we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and, of course, my Green Bay Packers as we go head to head. And hopefully we can get the win, and I can talk a lot more about it than he. And let me go ahead and say this. If you have not subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do that, man. Why wouldn't you go ahead and do that? Go ahead and subscribe. Click the notification button so you'll know when we're live or whenever we upload new videos, so you can stay in the know with what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys and, of course, my Green Bay Packers, right? Share this video with a friend or a family member, man. Let them know what's going on. And, of course, if you have any comments that you would like to make, go ahead and leave some comments. We would love to read your comments. If you have any ideas or anything that you believe that we can do differently, please let us know. We're here to give you the updated information. So if nothing else can be said today, man, just stay real to yourself. And as always, join in the conversation. Peace.